Hi, everybody. I'm Heather Aston, and this is my channel, TT's Trinkets and Treasures, where I bead, macrame, crochet, use a little bit of all for one single project, and do unboxings from subscription boxes. And today we're going to be opening the April 2025 dollar bead box. And in the insert, they said for our April selection of beads, we're featuring a seasonal offering of green and golden hues, perfect for spring designs. And I couldn't agree more. So I also get the dollar bead bag subscription where you get 4 strands of 3mm and 4 strands of 4mm check glass fire polish strands, and it's $8 for 8 strands. So you really can't beat that. And then the dollar bead box is $19.50 a month, and this month there were 18 items in the box, so just about $1 an item in the box as well, which is a killer deal. And so I'm going to start by doing the dollar bead bag first. Oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on one second. Let's go. So you guys see, there we go. So as you can see, there are 4 strands of 4mm and 4 strands of 3mm. And sometimes the colors will cross over and you'll get 2 of the same color, or you'll get the same color in both the 3 and the 4mm, which I love. And sorry, my eye is watering. And this month we get opaque chartreuse, which is this one, which is beautiful. Gold sage luster or green with copper wash. I'm not sure which one that is. Maybe it's this one. Watermelon copper orange. I would guess that that's this one. Or watermelon and then copper orange. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put down my board so you guys can see the colors better. And if I need to zoom in a bit, let's move that cord too so it's not in the way. If I need to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see them better, I will do so. Plus, I have this beautiful little plate that my friend Brandy from Brandy Michelle Designs, check out her channel, sent to me so that I could put beads on the plate so you guys could see a better color. And she couldn't be sweeter, and I really appreciate it. So, as you know, or if you don't know, I like to sort my beads in these little round containers with lids. And I have this smaller size, and then I have one that's almost twice this size, and I've ordered one that's half this size for the littlest beads that I have that don't take up even a quarter of these size jars. And then I write how much each bead costs across the top. And so if you want to break it down and figure out what 1950 divided by 18 is, please feel free to do so. I round up whenever I just divide. And so I always figure that it washes out in the end. So that's what I'm going to be doing anyways. And so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, the first one is the opaque chartreuse, which is so beautiful. Such a beautiful color. And then we have golden sage luster or green with copper wash. And I'm going to guess that that's this color, and it is a very light green. Kind of like the AB crystals that I had in the live sale on the 31st of March. There was a very light shade of AB light green beads, which were beautiful. And then we have watermelon, which I'm assuming is this pink and green, which is absolutely beautiful. I love these. These are going to get used right away. There's another box that these beads go with very well this month, but can't talk about it yet. But I think you'll love it. And then we have the copper orange, and I'm going to assume that this is it because this is the orange colors, and I'm all about these colors coming back into style. I love them. So Okay, and then we have opaque yellow Nubulus luster in the 4mm one. These are so pretty. These will look great between rhodonite or even rhodochrosite. Oh, so pretty. But like the plain pink ones, not the ones with black, like just the pink ones. Oh, so pretty. And then it says key lime lume. And I'm going to assume that that's this one. And key lime is my absolute favorite dessert. And I love how there's the yellows and the green, almost like the custard with flecks of like the peel. Oh, that's what it reminds me of. It's so pretty. The zest of a lime. That's what I'm trying to say. And then next we have Crystal AB Honey or Crystal Vintage Gold. And I'm going to assume that I got Crystal Vintage Gold because this is more gold tone than honey, but it could be either. So, but I'm going to assume that mine was the Crystal Vintage Gold. And then last but not least, you have rose copper or pumpkin spice. Again, I feel like this could be either, but it's a beautiful color, guys. I think it might be the rose copper because it has more of like a metallic sheen to it, which is good for me because I love both. So those are my strand options, and give me just 1 second and I'll let you know what the price of those are. Okay, so on all of these strands, there are 50 beads on both the 3 and the 4mm. So these break down to 50 cents a piece. So after I finish my unboxing, I will sort them all out and kind of show you what they're going to look like. But I'm still waiting for a few things to come in so I can't wait till I can do a tour of my bead room once it's all set up. I am very excited to do so. Just saying. Okay, now let's get into the bag. And you're going to see my phone for a second because somehow between the time that I got my box and now, I lost the insert. So Becky Foster from Bakito Burrito was kind, as she always is, and sent me over a picture screenshot or taking a picture of the front and the back. And just in case I'd lost the dollar bead bag one, she went ahead and sent me that too because she is a fantastic person, friend, creator. I can't say enough good things about that girl. Like, for real, she's the best. Okay, so now we're going to get into the box items. So let's start with the strands. And I'm going to pull these out. And it doesn't look like there's too many. I think I'll be able to mental math all of these. Okay, so the first one says that it is a 6mm gold green lined Maria of peridot copper. Okay. I think that is, let me look. Or there's a white, that's that one. That's, okay. Opaque chartreuse. Okay, so this is the green lined Maria or peridot with copper. And I think that I got the green gold line Maria, if I had to guess. Because this has more gold tones than it does copper tones. But then every once in a while you turn one, like right there, and it looks copper. Well, I'll let you guys determine what it is. I think it's the green gold line Maria personally, but oh wait, maybe not. It doesn't look green line. So then I think I have the peridot with copper. Yep, it's the peridot with copper. Okay, then we have, oh, and there are 20 pieces on this strand, so each of these would be 5 cents. Easy math today. Lucerna bicone in topaz. Oh, that's this one. There's 25 pieces, meaning that they will all come out to being 4 cents. And I just love the honey topaz color of these bicones. They're stunning. I'm so excited, you guys. There's another bead box coming. You don't even know. I'm gonna do my unboxing early so that I will probably have 3 videos to release from items made with that and items made with this, and I'm so excited. Okay, next we have the Czech glass turbine in white chartreuse mix, which again remind me of my favorite dessert. We've been seeing a lot of the greens and stuff lately, haven't we? Then we have the Czech glass Druck in opaque chartreuse, which is this, and Druck simply means round. So it is a round bead. This is also a beautiful color. I love it. And then we have Czech fire polish 6mm. Oh, there were 50 of. So again, they're 2 cents a piece. And then we have the Czech fire polish in 6mm, and we have white topaz green mix, which is beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it, but my little male is so depressed that he can't take it to the girls. And he has the sweetest, most pathetic little howl. He just, oh. So if you hear that, my house isn't haunted. It's just Cooper. And then the last grid we have are again 4mm glass Drucks in olive. And these are, oh wait, did I do it wrong? No, opaque means you can't see through it. Okay, yes, olive. And there are 50 pieces of these, so they're 2 cents. Sorry, guys. It's already been a long day, and it's going to be a long night, but it's going to be a ton of fun. I adore my niece. She's a sweetheart. She's the one who baptized me a couple months ago, and so I can't say enough good things about her. Okay, so in the rest of these things, some of these might be a little tricky, and you know what? I think I'm going to figure out the math, and then I'll come right back. Okay, and I'm back. And since I paused to figure out the value of each item, I went ahead and did the math from $1.09. So we'll start there. So first, we're going to start with the green opal travertine. And there are 6 pieces of these. Ooh. And so those come out to be 18 cents a piece. Look at how beautiful they are, especially on this pretty plate. They're so beautiful. I just love the look of them. Those can be like a central bead that takes the whole show. And they're just great. So when I'm done, I will go back and I will put a sticker on the top of these and mark how much they are. And then if and when they get transferred to a smaller container, which these ones probably won't, then I'll know. But I am going to go ahead and just put 18 on top. I'll be the only one that can see that, but I'll see it. Okay, and then next we have the Firefly Butterfly. Oh, where did that go? It's so pretty. I want to show it to you guys. What did I do with it? Let me see if it's still in the box. Get the seed beads. No! Is it underneath with this? What happened to my butter? Oh, there it is. Good. I think I found it. Nope, that was chain. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's a beautiful gold filigree butterfly in this box as well. I'm so sorry that I'm not going to be able to show it to you because it's absolutely stunning. And oh, here it is. Okay. Ooh, and one that I forgot that I'll have to do the math on real quick. So here is the butterfly, and obviously since there's one of them, it's $1.09. Isn't that so pretty? I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to cut these off and then wire wrap beads in between there like itty bitty gemstones. I'm just not sure about these on the bottom. I think they take away from the butterfly itself. So I will likely cut those off, file them down. Nobody will be the wiser, but this is the $1.09. Okay, next, check Fire Polish Dark Olive, 8 pieces. And so these come out to be 14 cents. Aren't those the prettiest color? They're like moody. Oh, I just love this color. It's going to be so fun to design with this box, guys. I'm so excited about it. These ones are 14 cents. Could I have just put stickers on all of these ahead of time? Probably. That probably would have made sense. Okay, next. Crystal glass etched bicone with gold. And these come out to be 55 cents a piece. Again, you could either use these for earrings, or they could be on either side of like the focal for your piece, just to give it a little bit of like glamour, but without taking the spotlight of whatever it is. I'll show you. Well, let me see where the hole is on this. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead, and I don't like when they do this. It drives me crazy. And I'm going to show you the check glass table cut dragonfly in opal and olive opal bronze wash. Here it is. Unfortunately, this is drilled from top to bottom, not side to side. But if we imagine that it was, you could even do this as like, do you see how pretty that would be? On either side of that, maybe with like a gold spacer ball, like right in between. It's the supporting actress, not the star, but just as beautiful. So obviously there are two of these. So these would be 55 cents, and this is $1.09. I have a separate box that I keep small like focal coin beads like this in. So that's where this will go. But these are gonna go in their own little container right here if I don't throw it across the room. You guys will not believe the stuff that Brandy sent me. She's such a sweetheart. So these will be 55 cents. And next we have check glass cat beads, crystal, oh wait, gray with gold wash. Oh, I didn't put that away. These also go in the same type of container. So because there's two of them, they would be 55 cents. And these are two-sided. That's why I showed you the front of one and the back of the other. And they're beautiful. And like I said, I have special boxes with like the four separator thingies that go in it and stuff like this, and the dragonfly button and things of that nature go in there. So we will just know. And next we have check glass button beads. Are they calling these the button beads? I guess. Check glass. What does it say? Check glass button bead crystal with copper. Crystal with copper verdigris. Again, there's two of them, so they'd be 55 cents. This one seems to have like more green in it than this one. Oh, it helps you can see. See how that one's more green and this one is more like clear with gold? But yeah, the only other thing that had two pieces was the cat. So that's what these are. Again, these go in a box with the little 4-way dividers, which let me see. I thought I had another empty one right here. Let me see. I do somewhere, just not right here. So this will go there. And those are 55 cents. And I will know that. And then next is Mother of Pearl. Natural mother of pearl chip shell beads, which I love mother of pearl. I love mother of pearl and gold. I'm so glad that they left these natural colored, did not dye them. There are some things that I'm just not a fan of when they dye them. And so this is one of those times. So I'm glad that they didn't dye it. And it's perfect. So stuff like this, you guys, I'm not going to go in and count it all. So I just put 1 cent for these. There's, I don't think there's need to go and count them all. So we'll just put 1 cent on that. And then we have check glass tulip beads, matte molded copper mix. And that is these. And they have fallen down to the side. That's why they're not priced, and they still have the zippy on them. So let me do the math real quick for these, and then I'll show them to you. So they would be 37 cents a piece. And again, you see them? Let's make sure I got them on screen. Yeah, I feel like this is more copper, and then these, it says multi-copper mix, but these look gold to me. Yeah, those definitely look gold with maybe a light bit of copper, but this one is definitely copper, and they're all gorgeous. I will use all 3 of them, no problem. Again, like I said, these work out to be 37 cents. I am going to write that on this card so that I don't have to do the math again later. Hopefully it doesn't wipe off when I stick it back in the zippy. I'm sorry if this is chaotic, guys. I should have done all the math ahead of time, then I wouldn't have had to stop and start. And anyways, then we have the dragonfly, which we already saw. We have the check glass fire turbine, white opal with travertine. There are 4 pieces, so that works out to be about 28 cents a piece. They're so cool. Again, a beautiful supporting actress for a focal, like on the other side. Like you have your center bead, and then you have like little beads, and every so often you pop one of these in, and it just gives a certain like upgraded feel to it. It's not just the focal and then a bunch of them, but yeah. So 28 cents, because yes, that's what it would be. And then we have our check glass melons. And there are 15 of these, so that works out to be 8 cents. And these are more like squatty melons or pumpkins. I don't know. Like, you know, the squatty pumpkins that they have that are like, I'm sure you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful. So these work out to be 8 cents. So those will go in their container. Ooh, he is trying to get away. 8 cents. And then last but not least, they sent us some 50 check glass seed bead mix and spring green. And I couldn't agree more with the color name. It very much is spring green. And again, these are perfect little accent beads in between just to give a little glint of the shimmer on them. They're just so beautiful. Love them. So for the ones that I was able to open, which I can do the strands too, they will just be separated like this until I get my little like nail polish stands, they call them. And I'm just going to have them all. Right now I have like an L-shaped desk, so I'm going to have all of those on the display by color so that I'll be able to see them better. But let me go ahead and put the strands in, and then we'll be right back. All right, as you can see, I went ahead and labeled them all. They're all in here nice and neat, but you'll see why I am going to get the lipstick stands, I'm going to do that so that I can see the colors lined up more like, let me put the lid on so this isn't a complete disaster. I'll see them more like that on their sides, and I'll be able to see all the colors in them and whatnot. And then not to worry, these outer harder plastic cases are not going to go to waste because this is where I'm going to keep things like this. And or if I wanted to keep, well, I don't think that I'd have that big of a stash. I was going to say of like eye pins or whatever else, but no, I think I'm going to use it for things like this and other kind of focals or charms or whatnot, but they won't go to waste because that would just, I wouldn't have bought them if I planned on wasting all of that. But, and then I will get the containers that are like these. I have a container of them, not right here, but and then I will put the price of them on top of these and I will have all of those sorted. So guys, this looks like it's worth much more than $19.50. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. Do you see all of those plus the stuff that are still in bags because, oops, I missed one, that are still in bags because they will go into smaller containers. But I'm excited and to create with this box. And I can't wait to have you guys along. So I will see you next time. Have a fabulous rest of your day, everybody. Bye.